Welcome to the session number 17, and we'll be learning about cultural factors. Okay, so what is cultural factor? A cultural, so let us understand what do you mean by culture. Culture is a behavioral pattern of the member of the society, learned through languages and symbolic interaction. Cultural factors are easy to understand. Cultural factors are also directly influencing on the business. How they influence on the business? Because a culture is, as I told you, it's a behavioral pattern of the society, of the member of the society, learned through the languages and symbolic interaction. It plays a very, very important role in, very important role in being a factor, the influencing the international business environment. So the ideas of the customer. The first one is, the definition is the integrated sum total of the learned behavior traits that are manifest and shared by the member of the society. There is a definition of a culture. Let us see, the definition of a culture says that it is an integrated sum total of the learned behavior. It is an integrated sum total of learned behavior traits that are manifest and shared by the member of the society. Okay, these are the shared beliefs, you can say, the shared pattern, the shared habits which each and every member of the society, they have. So this is what we call as a culture. The first one is the cultural environment, following as follows, like as the first ideas of there are ideas of consumers, like all the consumer of that particular society will be having the same ideas, though may differ in the behavior. And then you have ethics and value. Ethics and value, uh, it's very important in a society. The ethics and value plays a very important role. Values often have religious foundation and attributes related to the economic activities. It is essential to ascertain attitudes towards marketing activities which lead to wealth or material gain. For example, in Buddhist society, these may not be relevant. Okay, ethics and values. The ethics and values have their root. Okay, their root goes directly to the religion. Okay, from the religion, this ethics and values are developed, and as these are shared between all the members and all the members of the society, it becomes a culture. Okay, and this is what the cultural factors, ethics and values, and the education. The level of education plays a very important role. Even I've seen, it's very easy to convince people with the education. It's very hard to communicate with the people uh, who are less educated. Okay, because it takes a lot of effort to explain them, a lot of efforts to make them understand the advantages, make them understand about your product. Whereas where there is an education, the educated people, the educated society, it's easy to convince them. It's easy because they understand, they think from a scientific perspective, they think from a logical perspective. Okay, unlike those who are illiterate. And a language plays a very, very, very important role as a cultural factor. Language reflects the nature and the value of society. There might be many subcultural languages like dialects which may have to be accounted for. Some countries have two or three languages. Okay, but India, our greatest country, the greatest country in the world, India has many dialects, many languages. Okay, if we even count of the South India, we have Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, the Malayalam, and we can even say if you go for Maharashtra, okay, South India, there are 4 or 5 languages itself, and in those 5 languages, there are sub languages as well. Okay, the dialects are different. Okay, and our languages are very, very ancient. Like when we see Kannada, it's very ancient language, and we are proud that we are having such an ancient language. Okay, we speak such an ancient language, and we have customs. And the next is customs and taboos. Okay, customs and taboos is also one of the cultural factor. It's like uh, taboo is nothing but any activity taboos is nothing but any activity or any procedure or any process which is frowned upon, which is not looked in a good way if you're doing it. Like for example, like you can take many examples. When you go for a rural area, okay, there are many things that are considered as taboos. Okay, and the customs also differs from one place to another, and these have a cultural footing, and these are the cultural factors which will have effect on the international business. If like in many like in before many years, okay, wearing a jeans, a woman wearing a jeans was no lesser than a taboo. Okay, they say like women wearing a jeans is something not preferable, but now it's very common. Okay, because every each and irrespective of the gender, race, caste, religion, uh, the region, everybody have equal rights, and we have to respect those rights. So these are the customs and taboos that we are having. And sometimes there are many things that is put up within the world, put up uh, as taboo. I mean, which are considered as taboo. For example, uh, other than, for example, cutting your nails at the night is also considered as taboo. And taboo is something very superstitious. I mean, a bit more than the superstitious, that is frowned upon, that is not really looked good. If in some uh, in some rural society, one few of the things which we do in the urban society might feel them as that is a taboo. Okay, then you have business norms, and we have already studied about religious beliefs and festivals and fashion trends in uh, in 15th session. Okay, so as of now, let me wrap it this session. Oh, welcome to session 18, and in this session, we'll be learning about technology. That is the technological influence on the business environment, how technology influences the business. Technology is the application of the knowledge. Technology is the application of the knowledge in the sense that you have a knowledge. When you apply that, that is a technology. According to Galbraith, technology, a systematic application of scientific or other organized knowledge for a particular task. When a systematic application is just not an application, it's not just applying the knowledge. It is systematic application. Systematically, you're applying the knowledge of scientific knowledge or any other organized knowledge to is here. It's very important. This J.K. Galbraith has very clearly defined the term technology. It is not just organized knowledge. Okay, it is systematic. It is not just knowledge. It is organized knowledge. That it is a systematic application of scientific or other organized knowledge to a particular task. Only then it is technology. Knowledge, just a knowledge, is not a technology. When if it is even organized knowledge, it's not a technology. Organized knowledge, you're gonna apply. How you gonna apply? You're gonna apply in a systematic manner. Only then it's a technology to for a particular task that is called technology. Technology is very dynamic and it keeps on changing. Yeah, it's very dynamic and keeps on changing. Just think about how was your mobile 10 years ago. It was this small, and now you have a smartphones that can do a lot of work. You know, the loaded features in your smartphone that's making your life much more easy. So here, let us see the impact of technology in business, how the technology has impacted our business, a social implication, what happened to the society. Technology reaches the people through business. Obviously, if there is no businesses, who will sell us the mobile phone? Who will sell us the mixer grinder? Who gonna sell us the electric bulb and the fog gun? Yeah, who gonna with this all this flashlights? Who gonna give? How this technology reaches the people through business. The light what we're having when it comes back, uh, the birth what we are having, everything, every technology, every single technology what we are having, it reaches not through any other way. It reaches to us through the business. And high expectation of the consumers, high expectations of consumers. It's very important. Yeah, this is what is brought by, the tube lights or the lights. This is also technology that is brought to you by, I mean, uh, the business. Okay, and finally, as the light has come, high expectations of consumers, because the technology are rising, and we consumers do not stop at a particular period of time. We got a car. If we have a bike, we require an efficient bike. Okay, when we have an efficient bike, we require some more things for that. If we have, for example, if we have a mobile phone, okay, we require a mobile phone with much more speed. We require a mobile phone with a good, like, for its 8090 GB, 8090 megapixels camera, and and if that is also provided, you require other totally metallic, totally, there's a metal body. You require um, a body of gold or something. Okay, it depends. Then you have, this is a high expectation of consumers. So here, first of all, there were no mixer grinders. When the mixer grinders came, you require even the juicer. When the juicer came, you require some other technology with that. Okay, this technologies doesn't stop. Technology is not constant. Social changes. This brought a social change in our society. There is changes because of the technological strides in the country and system complexities. Not only technology helped, it also increased the complexity in the system. Then let us see economic implication. Increased productivity. Seriously, this technology has helped in increased productivity. Take, for example, a Xerox machine, a photocopy machine. Because before that, when there was no photocopy machine, it was very, very difficult. Now it has increased the productivity. Okay, not only that, so many other machineries that are in the big, big industries that are installed to produce various products that have increased the productivity. You might have seen, many, before there were only one kind of biscuit, so that was only Parle G. Now you have Britannia, you have Dark Fantasy, and you have Unibec. Okay, this is the way. There are new brands because the productivity increases. The productivity is increasing because of all these technological strides, technological improvements, and the spend in R&D, because there is a technology and economic implication. What is happening is, because there is more need of R&D, that is research and development. Need to spend on your research and development. You cannot do anything because as the technology develops, you want to develop more and more, be one step ahead of your competitors, and hence the impact of technology is that the research and develop, you need to spend more research and development. Job becomes more intellectuals, because the technology is developing and technology reaching, touching the new heights day by day. Even now the people are trying to employ, the organizations are trying to employ those people who can understand this technology, who can maintain this technology, who can control, have knowledge about the technology. So the jobs, whichever the jobs are being generated, they are mostly of intellectual type, so that they can understand technology. Gone are the days where the jobs were labor intensive. Now it is more intellectual type. Then demand for the capital. That is one implication, because the technology increasing. If there is some technology in America, we also require some technology. We also require the same technology here. For that technology implementation, for getting those technologies, we require capital. And so the one of the economic implication is that there is always a demand for capital wherever the technology is asked for. Then boundaries redefined because of the technologies, and the fear of risk is, at one side has been reduced and the other side has been increased. Okay, so there is a fear of a risk because a technology cannot be taken for granted. Because a technology which might be the newest technology today might become an obsolete uh, just hours after. Okay, so this is the risk in the technology. A technology is the thing that uh, the Samsung came with the newest mobile phone, and the next day Apple gonna give you another new technology. So this technology becomes an absolute. You want that technology. So there is a lot of risk in the technological field. E-commerce and e-business, e-commerce and e-business is the result of the development of technology. If there is no technology, there is no way that you're going to have e-commerce and e-business. Most of your purchasing these days, there is no one, at least I believe that there is no one in the country who have not done purchasing from Amazon or Flipkart or Snapdeal or whatever it is. I mean, there are so many other e-commerce platforms or the where you use and e-businesses. This all is possible only due to the technology. When there is no technology, computer would not have come into existence. When computer would not have come into existence, forget about Android. And if that is not a possibility, then how can you sell the products on e-commerce platform? Okay, that's it for today. See you in the next session. Bye. Thank you.